Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'm gonna show you step by step how to make sushi rolls. For this video I'm gonna use smoked salmon, crab sticks and chicken. For ingredients and recipes, please go to the description box. Let's begin. So first, we're going to prepare our sushi rice. Sushi rice is a type of rice which is very starchy and sticky. That is why we're gonna wash this rice 3 to 4 times, basically until the water looks very clear. How much water, you may ask yourself? The proportion is for 1 cup of rice, we're gonna add 1 1/4 cup of water. If you're cooking your sushi rice in a pressure cooker like me, then you're gonna need to add only 1 cup of water per 1 cup of rice. If you have no idea how to make this, I'm gonna show you a chef trick. Basically, you're gonna put your hand on the rice. You're gonna fill it up with water until the water touches your knuckles. That's a chef trick. Now we're gonna cook our rice for 80 minutes. If you don't have a digital pressure cooker, you can use a regular rice cooker. So if you have a regular rice cooker, you're just gonna cook the rice as normal. Yep, and don't forget to close the pressure valve. So in the meantime, we're gonna prepare our chicken. We're gonna heat up a pan and we're gonna marinate this chicken breast with some Yakitori sauce. We're gonna let them outside of the fridge for around 10 minutes, and once our pan is hot enough, then we're gonna sear the chicken on both sides until we get a very nice color. We don't need to do this on a very high heat, maybe a medium heat will be more than enough. Remember, we don't want to burn the chicken, we just want to give it a nice color, oh yes. Once we have a very nice color on the chicken, we're gonna add half a cup of water. This is just to deglaze all the solids on the pan, and as well to create a nice glaze and sticky sauce for our chicken. We're gonna do this by adding the water and then stirring the chicken on the pan, and eventually we're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it cook through. This will take approximately 10 minutes. Maybe every 2 to 3 minutes we can open our chicken and turn it over. So once our chicken is cooked, we're just gonna put it on the side and let it cool down. Right, so once the rice is cooked, we're gonna release the pressure carefully. We're gonna wait until the pin is down and we're carefully gonna open the pot. Try to cover your hand with the lid, we don't wanna burn ourselves. Very good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a plastic spatula and carefully we're gonna start to separate the rice. Carefully so we don't break it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna transfer the rice from the pot. I'm gonna put it on a container, it can be a big tray as well, and the purpose of this is to let the rice cool down. This will take approximately between 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, now that the rice has cooled down a little bit, we're gonna start adding the sushi rice vinegar. We're gonna use the same spatula that we were using to handle the rice before, and the idea of this is like to let the rice just soak up all of this seasoning. We're gonna start folding the rice or mixing it a little bit, and try not to break the sushi rice when you're doing this. We're gonna let it settle for 5 to 10 minutes and then we're gonna repeat the process again. Again, we're gonna keep adding the rest of the seasoning here to the rice, and we're gonna wait until our rice has a room temperature. And once we have a nice room temperature on our rice, we are ready to make the sushi rolls. Okay, so our first sushi roll will be the California. We're gonna put crab meat, avocados and cucumber inside. So the first thing we're gonna use is half of a sheet of seaweed. This is because the seaweed will be in the inside and the rice in the outside. We're gonna use the shiny part to put the rice on and the non-shiny to put the stuffing or the inside of the sushi. We're gonna take a bowl of rice the size of your palm, Basically use enough rice to cover the whole seaweed, and we're gonna spread it all through the whole seaweed. Try not to put too much so you don't end with a very thick layer of rice. After that, we're gonna flip the rice and we're gonna start adding our ingredients. First the crab, then some sliced cucumbers. We're gonna put some avocado. I think this is the easiest way to slice the avocado without taking the avocado out of the skin. So you first slice the avocado while it's on the skin, and then using a spoon you start to take your avocado outside of the skin. Well, at this point I do need to apologize because I had a technical problem and I deleted the part in which I show you how to roll the sushi. But I got a new sushi roll here which I'm going to tell you how to do it. Basically we're going to tan the ends of the sushi roll and we're going to fold it over the ingredients. Try to be sure there's no air, there's not any gap or any air in it. And then using the makisu or the bamboo mat, you're gonna press it, okay, until you get a nice shape, okay? Okay, now that we have a nice roll here, we're gonna slice it. A small tip here is to try to keep always your knife wet before you handle it, the sushi roll, because rice is very sticky, tends to stick to the knife. The easiest way here is to slice the sushi roll into half, and then we're gonna put those two halves together and we're gonna slice them again. And every time you do this, you need to make your knife wet. Remember that. Right, we're starting to present our first sushi roll. This one is a smoked salmon and cucumbers. And after that I'm gonna show you the one we start making, which is the California. Oh, there you go. That's the californiaroll, avocados, cucumbers, and crab meat. And now we're gonna make a spicy crab roll. This roll is a little bit different. It has the seaweed in the outside, but it's the same principle. We're gonna take the seaweed. So again, we add the rice into the seaweed. We're gonna add some cream cheese here, and I have some pre-made spicy crab salad. This is basically just the crab sticks, break it apart with some mayonnaise and sriracha. Okay, we're gonna fill it up, and after we finish this step, we're gonna roll the sushi. Trying to avoid any air inside the sushi roll. Again, we're gonna press hard. At the same time, we are rolling and we're pushing forward, and there you go. We're gonna make our knife wet again before we slice. And again, we're gonna cut in half. Now at this point, you don't need to cut it into 8 pieces. You can cut it into 10 pieces if you want. I do this because this kind of sushi tends to be a little bit bigger. So if you make the slices thinner, it's gonna be easy to chew and swallow. There you have it, the spicy crab roll. And now we're gonna make our chicken yakitori. First, we're gonna put the rice, and then we're gonna put some sesame seeds on the rice. Then we already sliced our chicken previously cooked. We're gonna place some chicken in the roll. Then we're gonna add a little bit of extra crunchiness and healthiness. This is just a little bit of lettuce and cucumbers. And what makes this sushi so tasty is not just the chicken, but we're gonna add a little bit also of the Yakitori sauce inside. Try not to put too much, otherwise when you press the roll the sauce will come out and it will be a disaster. So again, we're gonna fold, and if it's too thick you may use a knife as I did in the video, and then we just fold and keep rolling. And before you slice, remember, it's always important you make your knife wet. I'm gonna cut here the sushi in halves again, and every time I do this I just make my knife a little bit wet, and there you go. We're just gonna present the sushi now. And there you have it, the Yakitori sushi roll. I'm gonna put some extra sauce on top. It's better to put it outside than the inside. Here I'm making another variation again, and this time we're gonna put some chicken and we're gonna put some crab meat. We're gonna put 2 types of meats in here and some extra cream cheese to add some creaminess. This, what you see in the video, is just a little bit of spicy mayonnaise, which is just mayonnaise and sriracha sauce mixed. I don't need to show you how we roll the sushi. It's basically the same technique, but we're gonna make it a little bit more interesting. We're gonna slice some avocado. We're going to slice that avocado very thin, and then we're gonna open it before we put it on top of the sushi roll, as you see on the video. And after you put the avocado on top, we're gonna take a piece of plastic wrap and we're gonna put it on top of the sushi roll. We're gonna press again with the bamboo mat or makisu. We're gonna give it a nice shape. We're gonna press that roll and then we're gonna be ready to slice it. Again, we make our knife wet. I'm pretty sure at this point you are thinking, oh, this is the way they put the avocado. Yes, it's like one of those videos in which you see the magicians revealing how you make the tricks. If one piece of advice I can give you is, again, just press your sushi roll before you present it. That will ensure you get a very nice presentation. And there you have it. Yakitori chicken, crab meat, sushi roll with avocado on top. And why not? Let's put a little bit of that delicious yakitori sauce. Okay, now what I'm showing you here is just a variation of the smoked salmon and cucumbers sushi roll that I showed you before. So basically we're gonna make the sushi rice outside again. We're gonna fold it with, you can use any ingredients actually that you want. But what makes this sushi roll special is that I'm gonna put some omelette outside. Just in the same way you saw that I put the avocado, I'm gonna top it up with an omelette. So I just made, for the sake of the talk, a very thin omelette, and then we're gonna just put it on top of a roll. We're gonna press it again, and voila, you have a new roll here. I will call it the smoked salmon omelette cucumber roll. Again, we're gonna make our knife wet just before we slice the sushi. And if you feel like a pro, you can skip this part if you want. But there's something that is very important, is that before you present the sushi roll, just be sure that you just give it a second round with the bamboo mat, so you can get a very nice shape when you present it. For this one, I'm just gonna put a very nice classic decoration. Basically, I'm gonna put some pickled ginger, and I'm gonna put some wasabi on the side. And for those spicy lover like me, I'm gonna put just a very small dot of sriracha sauce also. There you have it. Pickled ginger and a little bit of wasabi in the shape of a leaf, and I'm just gonna add a dot of sriracha sauce. And voila, there you go. That's your smoked salmon and omelette cucumber roll. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is the end of it. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and feel free to add some comments on the video. This is the first time I make a video like this. I hope you forgive any mistakes, and please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what would you like to see on the next episode.